Hello, everyone. This is Barbara. My son on the computer the other day. He was redoing our living room, and that's where also I have my office. And for some reason, I don't know why, it was not broadcasting. It says I had sound. It's still showing I have sound. And I see my camera lit up, but for some reason it's not connecting. I, tried to plug it in. He had it in the back. I put it in the front because sometimes the back could be a little bit more difficult if you're moving something and maybe it gets loose in the back, but in the front it's more secure. And I put it in the front. It's still not going. So my son's not home yet, and I'm going to have to ask him to try. I'm not a repair person. I can work the computer. I cannot be hooking things up. And it was his friend who advised, to change the furniture around. And so now he moved this, and in a hurry. It doesn't pay to do things in a hurry. He was doing extra time for his boss, and I apologize. He's an architect, and he did get his job done, which is wonderful. But now mine is messed up. I'm so. I don't know whether it's my fault at this point. I thought it was just anything malfunctioning. I see it says computer's working, my sound is working, and my camera is on. I see the blue light. My son to check that out person. I can only, I know how to work the computer. I don't know how to hook it up and do all those things. That I never did. I just now tried to plug something in, which I never did before, and I know I plugged it in the right place. It matched, it fit in, and it is secure, but still no visual picture. So we'll have to just try again. I guess if he doesn't get home early enough tonight, we'll have to try again tomorrow. I know he had a big day today. They're doing the CVS account, and he completed it. And that's it. Well, I thank you so much. I'm so sorry. Please keep tuning in. I apologize. Bye now. Let me try again. Hold it. There I am. I'm on. I did it. I just moved it a little bit more, and I'm on. Oh, thank God. It works. All right. Well, welcome everyone. We're doing watercolor painting. I almost didn't get it going, but I did. I didn't give up. I said, I can do this. I did have it in. I just pushed it again one more time to be certain that it was, it was in the right spot, but I just pushed it in a little more, and now it's secure. So evidently it gets weak and disconnects in the back, but in the front it's very secure. Just that I didn't have it pushed in all the way. Now I know I have to slam it in there, and that's it. And it's not going off. It's perfect. So we're here to do watercolor painting. To Fine Art Studio. The camera just froze, but that's not my point. That was definitely Google Hangouts. Having a toxic watercolor paint set. I also have canvas paper. The camera's freezing again. And I sometimes get them on sale for $1, but it definitely has to be in the art supply store. In addition, you need it's liquid. It's in a tube. Okay, so, and the other thing is a artist sponge. It's a little more porous than a regular sponge. And you need also color pencils. Now, they don't have to be artist pencils, from an art supply store. It could just be regular pencils. That's fine. And it should match as close as you can to your painting. I hope you have decided, what your subject matter is. It doesn't have to be mine. I'm doing my puppy, but, something that you really like. And that's, what's important. It should be, whether it be a hobby or whatever it is that you like, that's what you should do. And it will come out better, the fact that you're liking to do something. It could be anything at all. If you're in the music field, whatever, if you like to do that, or something, that isn't, maybe not an orchestra leader or buildings or whatever. It's what you should be doing, the things that you like. Because if you do what I tell you, you might not have the feeling, for what I have. I love my puppy and so I'm putting all my feeling in that. And another thing, if you need props, please don't copy identical to the prop. Make it a little bit different. Doing a building, that someone else designed. I mean, you don't want it's their design. If you were to do a live person or a live pet, that's fine. You can do it identical. Okay, so let's begin. Just do little strokes. And I'm so glad I was able to figure out how to change it. My son said, oh, it's so easy to do, but I've never done it before. And to put the, but on my computer, I never hooked it up. On his, he has like a prong, and it's so easy to just push in. I did that once before, but never on this computer. And he always hooked everything up. And now I know how. So all you have to do is put it in the front. There's little component pieces that has in the front. It's right near where I have a Wi-Fi thing, and it's to the right of it. And you just have to push it in very firm and hard. And I'm so glad that it finally locked in. But I knew my sound was working. And the interesting thing is, I said the microphone wasn't working, which it didn't make sense since the microphone said it was working. It has, a picture, a little decal at the bottom of my screen on the right, and it said that it's working. And I did a sound test, and it said it was working. So I don't understand why it said it was the microphone. The microphone definitely was on. It was the camera that wasn't, I don't know why, it wasn't pushed properly in the back. And then I pushed it in the front a couple of times until it actually functioned. But it didn't say the camera wasn't working. And the light was on, so, I couldn't tell that it wasn't working. Yes, even if it's like partial in, but it has to be pushed in all the way. But Google Hangouts did not tell me what it was. They said it was the sound system, which I made sure I pushed that in, and that wasn't it. So if it tells you it's a microphone, don't believe that's the microphone, because the microphone was working. It indicated on the icon on the screen, and I checked it, double checked it. It was pushed in. And even if you have a blue light on, doesn't mean the cord is all the way in. You've got to push it all the way in. That little just fraction kept it off the screen for 2 days. Well, that's what happens when kids, they want to, rearrange furniture without asking me. And that's what happens. My son's friend suggested to change it around, and then caused all this. So by not a second mom to him, and he should have asked me. He occasionally stays here overnight, and he should have asked me. I know he's helping us with the house and all, but you can't be touching my things without asking me. And it caused you grief. I'm so sorry. Well, in case you ever have problems with hooking up your computer, now you know how to do it. I found out the hard way. Gee. And always do light colors first and dark later. Well, this is a reality show. There's definitely reality in this house. It's never an easy moment. It's like, kids, when they get to be grown, they're trying to be doing too much on their own. It's best he moves out. I've been saying this to him. So as soon as he can afford it. Because you can't be messing with mom's equipment. You can't be, disconnecting I don't know how to do this. Now I do, but it was getting me so upset too. I wanted to, teach you, and I try to be here every day without fail. And I was here, but I just couldn't get it on. I tried and tried and tried. My son normally would help more, but he had to go in, work overnight. He worked an entire day straight, no sleep. So I can't blame him. But see, by not asking my opinion, and they started moving furniture, they moved my equipment and messed me up. So, you have to ask, you have to show respect to a parent and ask, can I, move around stuff? And I would have said yes. To move the furniture around. But I'd want to know first that they connected this, and I didn't know they were doing that. And they started connecting this very late. By that time, my son was too tired, so he made that error. But he got his deadline done. That's all that matters. He's always reliable. Leave the cords alone, please. Leave the cords alone. All right. Don't go near any cords. Don't go near the cords. You just heard me. My little dog is here, my puppy, Platinos. having a day of disobedience. Oh, the bigger boys and then the little boys. Get away from the cords. Go downstairs. Go in your cage. You're not listening. Stop it. I'm on the air right now. You be good. You're going to get a spanking. And I do believe in doing a little spanking. Your puppy's not listening. Because I asked him to go in his cage, and he willingly usually goes, but he didn't today. And he jumped on me, almost knocked me over. After I took him out, I don't know why, he just went into his mood of jumping, running around and jumping. I mean, I like that he has free will to do that. And I always tell him to go around the house. Once in a while, I tell him, yeah, and let him run. But today he was jumping on me, and that he shouldn't have been doing. And he knows not to do that. But he jumped and almost knocked me over. And as small as he is, he's strong as anything. I often said he could be a team leader for the Alaskan dogs. He's part black lab and Chihuahua. He's got that warrior in him, and the black lab very active. And boy, he just goes at it. Behave. You want to say hello to everybody? You've been pretty mischievous today. You were good all day, and then you started mischievous. But at least he doesn't make in the house. Gotta say that. He's an island puppy, and he learned not to make in the house, thank God. You want to say hello to everybody? Say hello. Want to say hello? They can't see. You gotta lift your face up. This camera. See, now we're in a different studio. So you now see you can't see as good. The other situation with my table was better. All right, now, you want to give a high five? High five. Thank you. Give me high five. Okay. All right, Platinos. You want to get down or you want to stay on me? It's up to you. You're going to behave. If you behave, you stay. He normally doesn't jump on people. The only time he will jump is if you want him to. But he did it today with me. I don't know what happened, why he got into that mood. Started running around and then just jumping. I know it was very miserable outside. It started raining. And normally he gets to play with all the children, but they were all running into their house. So I think he just felt left out. And he started doing that. But he can't do that. He has to learn. That's why I have the training cage. If he does make a mistake, he has to go in the training cage. I never had a training cage, but this is an island puppy, and he had no training whatsoever. So for me, it's a miracle. And I pretty much resolved his teething. I created an app, and I have to finalize things with that app because first they said it was free, and then it wasn't totally free because they wanted me to pay for advertising, and then I never put it out. But now I see a link saying that particular application they have. So I'll see. I'll see if it sounds too good to be true, but I'm going to see. And after the holidays, I'll get to it as soon as I can. But really, the app that I and yet I still say to have a carrot too, because for those times that he feels, nobody's perfect. No kids are perfect, and he's a kid. He's still a kid. He's a puppy kid, and he has to know, just like a kid, you've got to make exceptions. And I told him a particular rule, what to do with the app, but in case he fails and goes back, you have to have a second thing, and that's carrots. I definitely feel you should all get carrots for your puppy so they can chew on that. Nice firm carrot. Even though they're a small puppy, you need to have a nice firm, carrot. Not a little teeny peat, not the ones, the Belgian carrots. Those are not good. There's actually bleach in them. I'm talking about a whole carrot, and just you can cut it down. You don't have to have it, give them the whole thing, but cut it down. And then I put some in the freezer too, and he likes that. He likes it cold for his teeth. I'm used to being able to do whatever he wants. And like I said, that app really works. Even on an island puppy. What are you doing? You chewing that little toy I gave you that's chewable? And eat it. You can eat it too. It's edible. That's good. Well, the day started off good. There wasn't rain, and wasn't too cold. It was okay. It just, unfortunately, in West Orange, New Jersey, it started to rain the rest of the day. This morning it started off good. Like 8:30, it was pretty nice out. And always, and it had to be perfection. And even today, somebody was saying on LinkedIn, a discussion about can robots in the future match the artwork that people do? And I answered no, because with total human, as a person, there's a difference. There's that style, that feeling, that expression. Now, even though robots, they have some robots that have, they made them more human-like, but they're not totally human. And it's still going to be not the work like a human when painting, I believe. Your style is your style. You're unique. Each person does it a different way. There's nobody that doesn't put their feeling. I mean, if you're a true artist, you put your feeling in there. You put your style in there. And a robot, all right, if they even have some human qualities at this point, they're definitely not going to, okay? And even in the future, if they have more human qualities, but it's not totally human, it's going to be what a human can do with your feeling, your expression. It's going to be different. It's going to have something missing, an element missing. And that's what I wrote back, to him. He responded, oh, in the future, they're going to have, more human qualities, and you don't realize, that they can, match a human. And I still said, no, there's going to be a component missing. There's going to be an element missing. There has to be, because I have seen so many artists paint in front of me, and their style unfolds, and I see that it's so unique. There's no way, even if the computer has more human qualities, there's no way it's going to be exactly like that. It is just so amazing when you see an artist that unfolding with their talent. It's getting better and better and better and better. So I have seen it. I've witnessed it as an instructor, and it's so exciting. And I respect robots. Robots are wonderful, and they do so much in helping us health-wise, so many ways. But there's one thing that we do different, and that is with the painting. Now they can, do better at doing a job than us. They can, calculate things and all that, and be stronger, robots obviously, than us. But to get all those elements of expressionism, no, it can't be matched. Not even in the future, unless the robot was totally human, and it just had, like bionic, parts, within the person. But it have to be a total human. It can't. There's no way that it can, with partial human qualities, to paint like us. There's no way. There's that element going to always be missing. You'd have to be an instructor to see it. Maybe, because they're an artist and they're not seeing it. I won't mention names, but, they're an artist not seeing, so many other artists that you're instructing like I do. So I just feel there is. And I've been doing it since age 7, I started, working with my mother with the brownies, and later I went on with her to her religious senior citizens and adults, helping them, instructing them. But when I was 7, I was showing kids how to paint and 2 different things. And I see so much, that how they do it, you evolve with your work. And there's that going to be missing. That's going to be missing from a robot. There's no way that a robot is going to be able to do that. So maybe they're stronger and they're smarter than us in many ways. These robots, they can, come up with an equation that we might have missed. And but when it comes to art, no, they're not going to be able to do that. So just realize you're unique in your own way. Don't worry about being perfect. And that's it. Hey, you're going to go against the cord. I just put it in. You want to have me lose it again? He's going against the cord where the camera's hooked in. Oh, gosh. I just went through all that. I don't want to go through that again. It stayed in, though. I tell you, I must have really pushed it in hard. He just went against it and didn't fall out. Oh, what a day I'm having. Oh. My son kept me up almost all night with the rearranging. and then I have the computer now working and the puppy carrying on. It's been really fun. The only thing keeping my sanity is my artwork, I tell you. And it does improve your mind. It's been scientifically proven. And that's keeping my sanity, I'll tell you. I'd be beyond for what's going on. 4 hours. Hey, here he is. Here he is, the troublemaker. Let's see. Okay, let's get up here. Say hello. Let's show my work. Okay. I pretty much repaired it because he licked off the paint on the grass. I don't know if you saw the earlier showing that I had. He looked, so I'm almost done. So I think one more layer should do it. And then I can frame this and go on to something else. So thank you so much for tuning in. And I do pray for you, a miraculous healing prayer. I hope that everybody has peace, good health, good spirit, good strength. Amen. God heals 100%. I just do the healing prayer. And I thank everybody for tuning in. And I thank everybody for referring people to us. I hope that you have a great day, a great night, and enjoy your painting. Like I said, you are unique. You do your own style, and that's what's important. Don't worry about it being perfect. Like I said, somebody was saying the robots can do it in the future. Yeah, well, there'll be perfectionism, but that's like photography. It's not going to have the same style, the same flair. It's not going to. It could be close, but it's not going to keep. The robots will replace. They are brilliant in so many other ways, but to do that, not to exactly, it just can't be. I do not perceive that from all that I know and all I've learned. All right, wait. Well, thank you again, and please keep telling people to watch us. Now I know how to hook this up if something goes wrong. If we ever move this again, because we were doing remodeling on the house, and that's how this happened. You know, he's trying to make it better for me. Eventually I want to rent out, have some, it's a wonderful house, and there's, a lot of room, but we're not done. We're doing a lot of work. So it's going to take a while. And, we want it to be totally done and ready for people to move in. And we don't want it to be that, there's anything wrong and discomfort. And it'd be low renting housing here. It would be, rooms, and there's not separate apartments. It's just a one-family house, but it is, 3 levels. So I thank you so much. And if anybody's ever interested, it'll be about 1.5 years, maybe a little sooner. We'll see. We'll see what happens. My son is making good advances at his work, and so we'll see what happens. But probably 1.5 years. I don't think we could, get everything done before then. So I want it, totally everything ready and the right way. So all convenience. And that's it. And I hope whoever does come has to like a puppy, because he is here. I'm not getting rid of my puppy. That's for sure. All right. And can't have cats. I'm sorry. I am allergic, and plus he seems to be growling at the cat when he sees it on the street. So I don't think he likes cats. Fine. I love puppies. I love dogs. Alrighty, and he loves puppies and he loves dogs. He's a good boy. Mostly. All right, take care. Have a good night. Bye now.